family members, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In case this is your first time coming across this channel, my name is Grace Figodi and you're welcome to our channel. Please click on the subscribe button. Subscribe if you find this video interesting, share with your friends and turn on your notification post so that whenever we post you get to see a video from us. You're welcome. Okay, you might have been wondering why this board is here. Okay guys, so let's talk. Last video we actually talked about how to save your money, and some people were asking how can they save their money. From what my friends talked about, how career-wise helped them to save their money, how can they save their income, how can they plan for their income. So I tried to come up with a board, yes, so that we can be practical. So today's video we'll be talking about the principle of the 50-30-20, which is actually the budget principle. So come along with me so that we'll go straight and practicalize. So by the way, those in Nigeria, how is the dollar rate dealing with all of you? Last we all ate the breakfast, but actually, okay, we'll not talk about how to save in dollars for today. It's going to be like, if you want me to talk about how to save in dollars, please just comment down how you can save. You must not have like a dollar account, how you can actually save in dollars and earn more. So we're talking about the 50, 30, and 20 principle. So you might be wondering what the 50, 30, 20 principle is and how is it going to help us in saving our money. So the 50, 30 budget principle is actually your the means at which you have to plan your financial budgeting to help you to actually plan your resources well, your finance well. It's actually the principle that help you to streamline your things. So the 50, so we'll start from the 50%. So it's 50%, 30%, and 20% of your income, which is actually we have 100%. So now let's start from the 50%. So you'll be asking what the 50% is. This 50% should actually go for your necessities. So the 50% is actually your needs. Now read my list. I mean your needs. Those things which are essential to you. Those things that you know that you can't deal with. You can't do without. So those things are like rent. From this 50, this is now your rent, your utilities. For those that have car, your fuel for your car. This also your transport for your workplace, your transportation after you come out from this 50. So your food stuff also from this percent. Oh, let us do it in this way. First of all, I'm not a teacher, but I think my handwriting is terrible. But so I'm actually going to draw it like a pie chart. So this is how it's going to be like. So we have a pie chart now, right? So this actually is at 50%, while this will go for 30%, while this will go for 20%. So this 50% now is actually our needs, while this 30% is our wants, then this 20 is savings. So now under this 50%, remember we say we have utilities here, your rent, food stuff. So everything, like I can't actually tell you what to actually add up in this year 50%. Everything which you know that that you know you cannot deal without, like things that you know that you can't, that are necessary to you, those things that every month that you need them, these are the things you actually put them like in your need, which is very important. Then your 30% is actually your as it goes for your net income. So now your net income, this part of your 30% goes, it can actually be what keeps your soul, mind, and body together. Now under this 30%, you can have your wants are those things you know that you can do without them. They're really not, they're important, but they are not necessary. It's not like they do or die affair. So things that you know that I can actually do without these things. So what I say, if you want to buy something from this your wants, calculate if can I stay like a week without that that particular thing. So you know that those things are really not necessary. They are important, but they are not necessary. Now, this comes for subscription. Under this place, you have that now. This subscription can be your Netflix, can be your Netflix, maybe your Apple Music that you paid for. Under this 30%, you can. That's where you get all those your wants from. This part can also be for subscription for like a paid course online. Remember, it's that it's actually what keeps your soul, mind, and body together. It must really, sometimes from this 30%, your entertainment comes in. Your tithe also comes in from this 30%. Sorry, I'm a Christian, so I believe in tithing. So your tithe actually comes in from this 30% also. So your Netflix from here, you need to hang out with friends. You need to hang out with friends. Ashobi money comes in from this 30%. Those in Nigeria. So I advise you, like for me, for this year, I'm through with anything that has to do with Ashobi. So in case you're my friend, you're getting married, please just know that I'm done with Ashobi. So in case you want to go on vacation, I think I have vacation to go for. Vacation, this is where your 30% comes from. This particular, the vacation money is from here. So now just think about those things that you know that, okay, these things are important, but they are really not necessary. I can actually deal without them for the month. So this is where you put that money into. Then your 20% now comes for your savings. Now it's important for us to actually save our money. Out of this 20%, you can decide to divide it into two and save part of it. Like 10%, you can decide to save 10% for investments, and then 10% also for emergency fund. Now we don't know where the country is leading to, and emergency fund is very important for us to get. So I feel like instead of getting to put all your money for investment or something, just divide it into two, 10% for savings and 10% also for investment. Now somebody asks, as a student, how do you get to streamline your income that you don't get much income? So one thing about savings and investments, no matter how little, if you make it your priority, you are actually going to save. You don't need like bulk of money, like choke of money to actually save. Just imagine your data subscription. If you don't have money, how do you get to subscribe? How do you get to keep up with your data plan? You will still get the money. So that's how savings is. You don't need to have like 50,000 or like 100,000 to save. You have to make it like, you have to be intentional about your savings. So even if you can start as low as 100 naira, you can start to be saving 100 naira, 500. It's one thing that you know that it can actually help you. So from this 30% also, you can decide like me. Now, this 30%, I really don't need everything in this part. Why is I really don't need everything in this part now? Let me say if I should get my money for the month now, this month of August, I actually don't plan, like I said, I actually don't plan to attend anybody's Ashobi, to buy anybody's Ashobi for this month. So you see that you have money here in this 30%. Once you divide your needs and your wants, you still have money in your 30%. Now, Ashobi is out of my plan. Is out of my plan for the month. So I still have enough money in this place. I have to check now, did I really need to go out with my friends? Did I need to hang out with them? I know it's important for you to hang out because social, what do you call it now? Social, okay, meeting up with people is actually important. So you don't really need to, but you need to hang out with them. But sometimes if you don't have the money or you need to save for something, you're planning for something like aggressively, you really don't need to hang out with them. You can just, I'm sorry, I really don't have plans for that. And if you decide that you've gone out for like 5 times in a month, you really don't need to go out all the time. So you say that you are reducing your the way you are spending money. Also, your Netflix, you must not subscribe Netflix like every month. You must not subscribe Netflix. I felt like my friends actually have been supportive, so I really don't need to get to subscribe my Netflix all the time. So out of this 30% now, some of us believe in giving. So some people, you get to see family and friends that will ask you for money. From this 30%, you can ask, that's when you put where how to help people. Your 30% for your family and friends. This is where you put you get the money from also. So now let's go down to the student part I'm talking about. So for students too, if you think that it's actually the same principle, it applies to the same principle. Like no matter if you're a student, you're a working class person, the 50-30-20 principle actually works for everybody. So just do your own, like, what do you think is actually my needs? What do you think are actually my wants? And then you bring down to your savings. So in as much as, even though you're earning, like, you have every month you get 5,000, at least 5,000 in a month or something. Let's say you don't, yes, you get 5,000. Yes, I feel you can actually get 5,000 in a month. You can say, out of that, if I'm getting 5,000 in a month, I try to be keeping 1,000 naira every month to save money, because it's not that hard. Just do what works for you. You don't necessarily need to follow the whole crowd. Like, hey, people are saving 500, people are saving in a month, people are saving 50,000. You cannot steal. So just do what works for you. So those are actually what works for you. When your money is balanced, it actually helps you enough for you to pay your bills, for you to actually have fun also, for you to save, for you to invest, and for you to have money for emergency. Okay guys, so I hope this video was educative and you actually learned a lot from this video. Please, if you find this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up. You can share it with your friends, comment below, ask questions. I'm here to help you. Until I call you in the next video, I love you.